Sziasztok! Hi everyone, I'm Sándor, welcome to another beginner Hungarian lesson. Last time we talked about the absolute basic Hungarian sentence structure, which is subject, object, verb. Today I'd like to expand on it a little bit, and in future videos we're going to expand on it a lot. So, last time our sentences were very basic and simple. We didn't even use the definite or the indefinite article in our sentences. So that's what we're going to do today. And it's important because of a few things. First of all, by using the definite or the indefinite article, the word order of our sentences can already be modified. I said this a few times in the previous video, but Hungarian word order is very flexible, and just by adding an article, our rule of subject, object, verb can already be changed. And second, Hungarian verbs have definite and indefinite conjugations, and they're in close relation to the definite and the indefinite articles. Obviously, we use indefinite conjugation with the indefinite article and definite conjugation with the definite article. Today, I'll only show you examples using the I pronoun, otherwise this video will be 10 hours long. We're going to learn 5 sentences, both with the definite and indefinite articles, so you can spot the differences. And also we're going to play with the word order a little bit. Okay, let's say you want to say, I eat an apple, or I'm eating an apple. Last time we didn't use the indefinite article in our Hungarian sentence, so let's do it now. This sentence in Hungarian looks like this. Én egy almát eszek. Én egy almát eszek. Én egy almát eszek. Literally it's an apple I eat. And of course, since alma or apple is our object, it receives an object particle. If we say the sentence like this, we're still keeping the original sentence structure, but you could also say Én eszek egy almát. Én eszek egy almát. I eat an apple. So when you use the definite or the indefinite article, you can move the subject to the end of a sentence together with the article. So you can say egy én eszem almát. This makes no sense, the word order is not that flexible. But you can change up the object and the verb. But the article has to come before the object. Okay, let's say you want to say, I watch a movie, or I'm watching a movie. It would be, én egy filmet nézek. Én egy filmet nézek. Én egy filmet nézek. And of course, it can also be, én nézek egy filmet. Én nézek egy filmet. If you're wondering which version is more natural, well, it depends on the situation. I would say that keeping the original word order sounds a bit more natural here, but once again, it very much depends on the situation. Okay, next one. I want a house. Én egy házat akarok. Én egy házat akarok. A house, I want. When you shift the word order, it's én akarok egy házat. Én akarok egy házat. I read a book. Én egy könyvet olvasok. Én egy könyvet olvasok. A book, I read. Or, én olvasok egy könyvet. Én olvasok egy könyvet. Könyv is book. I don't know if I introduced this word before or not. With the object particle, it becomes könyvet. Könyvet. And lastly, I buy a beer. Én egy sört veszek. Én egy sört veszek. And of course you can switch it like én veszek egy sört. Én veszek egy sört. Now, én veszek egy sört definitely sounds a lot more natural than the first sentence. Like for example, you're roaming the streets with your friends, you reach a shop and you go, várjatok, én veszek egy sört. It means you in plural. Wait, I buy a beer. Or more naturally, I'll go buy a beer. You might hear this when you come to Hungary. Hungarians are big drinkers and drug takers. We're a healthy society. Now, let's see all of these sentences with the definite article and the definite conjugation of the verbs. You'll notice that each verb will have a different form. The bad news is that it's true for all the pronouns. So yes, in the long run you'll have to learn 2 different conjugations for each pronoun. But hey, every language has its quirks. Okay, so I eat the apple. Én az almát eszem. Én az almát eszem. See, in indefinite conjugation, I eat was eszek. Eszek. And now it's eszem. Eszem. It means the same thing. I eat. But the definite article requires the definite conjugation of the verb. And of course, the word order can be switched to én eszem az almát. Én eszem az almát. I watch the movie. Én a filmet nézem. Én a filmet nézem. Once again, the verb changes from nézek to nézem. Different article, different conjugation. And of course, én nézem a filmet also works. Én nézem a filmet. I want the house. Én a házat akarom. Én a házat akarom. Or én akarom a házat. Én akarom a házat. Once again, verb changes from akarok to akarom. Both mean I want. I read the book. Oh, by the way, the Hungarian sentences can either be translated into simple present or to present continuous. We don't differentiate between these tenses. Anyway, in Hungarian it's én a könyvet olvasom. Én a könyvet olvasom. Switched, it becomes én olvasom a könyvet. Én olvasom a könyvet. To me, the latter sounds more natural when it comes to this sentence, but I cannot stress this enough. It depends on the situation a lot of times. And finally, I buy the beer. Én a sört veszem. Én a sört veszem. And once again, the verb changes from veszek to veszem. And of course, it can be én veszem a sört. Én veszem a sört. And just like in the last video, you can drop the personal pronouns from each of the above sentences because the verb is already conjugated according to the pronoun. I hope today's lesson was useful. Next time we're going to talk about a bit more complex, but still neutral sentences. Please hit the like and subscribe, and see you all in the next lesson. Sziasztok, a viszontlátásra!